the first anniversary of Sudan's military takeover, and thousands gathered to demonstrate in the capital Khartoum and other cities. Protesters demanding the army end its rule and hand over power to a civilian government.
We want a return to a democratic civilian transition. The army should return to the barracks and militia groups should be dissolved. We don't want them to rule. They should know they are supposed to only preserve the country's security, not take over power.
The coup ended a 2-year transitional government that was a result of a power-sharing agreement between the army and the pro-democracy group Forces of Freedom and Change, or FFC. The military then deposed Prime Minister Abdullah Hamdok and arrested several senior government officials. They were later released and Hamdok reinstated before he resigned in January. The takeover angered many on the streets.
We are out today to support the demand of a civilian government that came as a result of the revolution. It was leading the country to a democracy. We're not against the army as a whole, just some individuals. The army has been politicized, and if there are reforms made to it, we will not have any issues, because there is no country without an army.
The takeover also created a political turmoil, as some parties sided with the military in its power grab, and others condemned it. The African Union, the United Nations mission here in Sudan, and the regional body Intergovernmental Authority for Development have been trying to broker a deal between the political parties and the military. But that has so far failed to produce results. Security forces used tear gas to disperse protesters. Since the takeover, more than 100 people have been killed and hundreds injured in protests against the military. But that's not stopped the demonstrators.
The takeover has not produced a single good thing. The health and education sector are deteriorating, and there are more tribal conflicts. The social fabric of Sudan has been destroyed.
Sudan's army has previously stated it was stepping away from talks to allow parties to reach a consensus on forming a new government. While that is yet to happen, those on the streets continue to call for a return to civilian rule. Hiba Morgan, Al Jazeera, Khartoum.